Now let's take a look at files. We will start with an overview of the sections of a file record on the Inventory tab, then go through the exercise of adding new files, and print the labels for the new records that we have added. Since the sections of a file record are very similar to those of a box, we will focus on these similarities and differences. If our file is associated to a box, we will see a box icon. Clicking on this will take us to the associated record. This file has 2 associated electronic documents and 20 pages of images. We have logged in with a license that gives us access to imaging and electronic document management functionality. Clicking on either of these icons will bring us to the corresponding section of the file. The header tells us that we are working with file RC number 1, which entered in 2011 and is currently out to Jeff. We have some metadata fields and the location of the file, which may be in a box or on a shelf. Shelf options will only be available if you use ActiveWeb for active file management or if you have OpenShelf files at the Record Center. We also see one of the extra fields that can be set up for files. This one here has not yet been renamed. The notes and keyword fields behave exactly the same way for files as they do for boxes. The option to transfer the item to in-house appears because I am working with an item that is out and I have access to active file management functionality. Clicking this button would cause the item to be returned from semi-active storage at the Record Center to active storage at the client site. The behavior of the history section is also the same as for boxes, but many more histories are possible, including images scanned and images viewed. Because we have an imaging license, we see the images section with its various tools for working with electronic images, and with the electronic document management license, we can work with our electronic documents. Both of these tools are fairly intuitive and are covered at length in other tutorials. Please contact your Record Center if you would like more information. Now let's see how to add files to a box directly in ActiveWeb. Note that for larger data entry operations, you will probably use spreadsheet templates provided by your Record Center and upload these through ActiveWeb. We will see this procedure a little bit later. As you might expect, we will start by clicking on the Add File button. If the files are to be sent to the Record Center, we will select the Pre-Add status. For our first record, we will fill in all of the various data fields. Add the label to the label print list, and notify ActiveWeb that we wish to create another record once we are done with the present one. Press Enter or click the Add button, and indicate whether we wish to reuse the present data for the next record. Change the data that is different for the next record, press Enter, and repeat. Go to the Labels tab to print the labels when we are done, and print our file labels in the now familiar way.